Oh my gosh, it's Words of Wisdom Wednesday again. I can hardly wait for this day. So let me tell you how the topics come up. Okay. I'm Kathy Weaver, and I'm part of the fan club for the Delinda Lane Fun Fearless Female Global Community of Christian Women. And I love the fact that Delinda has so many dynamic, new, amazing members of this community. So every time I meet a new lady, schedule that one-on-one, I usually say something like, are there any challenges in your business? Are there any challenges at all that you're having? Or is there something that you wish you could do better or differently to achieve different results? And that's just one of my one-on-one kind of questions. And so this particular Words of Wisdom Wednesday, I would like to dedicate to organization. And I'm not talking organizing your linen closet. I am talking about organizing your social media. How many times do we do this fantastic Facebook Live video, this amazing StreamYard interview with another person, this incredible Zoom call with a whole group of dynamic people, and then it just goes away? Or it's on your Facebook page, or it's a LinkedIn Live video that is now buried several layers deep because you did it 3 weeks ago. How would you like to organize all of those fantastic videos that you do? You spend a lot of time on it. You arranged for the content. Perhaps you even prepared for the content. And now what are you going to do with it? Think about someone who has a business where the fashion piece changes, which means this week or this month or this year, this is the fashion trend. Next week or next month or next year, this is the new fashion trend. Well, if that particular business is filled with catalogs or updated websites or whatever that looks like, how are you going to get the word out about that if you don't have organization? For me, and trust me, please trust me, I did not know much about YouTube a couple years ago at all. I knew how to push a button on my phone, take a video of the groups I was presenting to, I guess you would say. But I did that with a lot of chambers of commerce, just because I wanted them to be spotlighted and highlighted. So I literally took my phone and panned the room twice, very, very slowly, so people didn't get vertigo. And I said, pretend someone amazing is in here, like a Patrick Mahomes kind of amazing. And you are so excited to see him and you just want to shout it out. So give me your best shout it out, because we're going to put your chamber hashtag out there with this video for all to see. What's your chamber hashtag? Yikes. Some of them actually didn't know the answer to that. So hopefully that has changed by now. But I panned the room and I always told them I was going to be back again. So twice. And that video was going to go all over my social media platforms, tagging the president and the person, let's say the community leader that basically asked for me to be there, and the membership coordinator, different heads of the chamber department. And so those videos ended up on my YouTube channel, because when they're on your phone, they are in a video format, which is great. But then when you try and upload it, change it, send it, text it, what message do you get? File too large. Well, I'm here to tell you, when I see file too large, I'm like, no. I'm not playing. If I want to send someone a video, whether it's a training video I've done for them or with them, whatever that looks like, I don't want to see that message that says file too large. No. So I go to YouTube and type in, what do I do if the MP4 is too large to send through email or text? And YouTube said, upload it to your YouTube channel. And I was like, well, there you go. And so I did. So now I have a file, a playlist on my YouTube channel called Networking Groups. A lot of the chambers of commerce that I got to present to are in there. Organized. All I have to do is scroll down and find which chamber I'm looking for. And obviously I have each of them titled so that I will know that. And they will know that too if they're looking on my playlist. Then the pandemic hit. So when the pandemic hit, now I've got all my books, 3 of them I have written, and I threw them up there to get them out so people could have how to network, how to walk through the grief journey, whatever that looks like. And I'm just sitting here going, now what do I do? So because of Stephanie Zimmerman's child, 8 years old at the time, how come you don't use a playlist? And I said, what does that mean? So I go to YouTube, how to create a playlist on YouTube, boom. And so now my books are there, organized by chapter, in playlist by title. So now I've got playlists for Doc and Queenie, playlists for Words of Wisdom Wednesday, playlists for networking groups, playlists for Happy Neighborhood Project. So now anytime I do an interview, do a training, do whatever it is out there, I've got a playlist that I can go look at and find the video I'm looking for when somebody says, can you please send that to me? And it never says file too large because YouTube doesn't do that. So I thought, there you go. So please think about organization. If I do a Facebook Live, I usually do it with Zoom as the beginning. Yes, I understand you don't get as much buzz from Facebook when you do it that way because it's coming from an outside source as if you went Facebook Live. And there are ways to convert your Facebook Live file to an MP4 so then you can upload it to your YouTube channel. For me, way too much work and way too much opportunity for failure because I've tried those several times with different applications and it says, no, I don't have time for that. Plus I just lost my Facebook Live video that I took the time to do. So I choose Zoom as my origination platform because there's a lot of things you can do with it. You can have a background, you can have a border. There's a touch up your appearance section in there. And so there's all kinds of things that I feel Zoom has accomplished that helps me when I'm doing my trainings. So anyway, I just wanted to talk today about organization. This way, all of your videos are on a playlist on YouTube, all of your trainings. So when one of your clients says, can you please send me that water demo on how to clean your machine? Absolutely. So then I literally can zap it over to them. They know how to clean their machine. And now happy client, happy me, happy organization. So please consider that if you're going to go to the trouble of doing all these live videos and these fabulous things that you're doing while you're out in the world again, and then they're on your phone, but they're not anywhere else for people to see or share. And if you can organize it on a YouTube channel, then please consider that. One quick thing before we go, this has also been another question that's come up a lot of times with the New Girls and Fun Fearless Female Global Community of Christian Women. How come you only have one YouTube channel? Oh, that always makes my head hurt because I have had enough challenges, can we say that, on getting subscribers, because once you get to 100 subscribers, you can claim your own URL on YouTube. That was my first goal, how to do that. I went to YouTube to find out how to do that, and I got it. I wanted Kathy Weaver KC to be my YouTube channel. That's my brand, Kansas City. That's what that stands for. And so Kathy Weaver KC is my brand on all my platforms. How do I claim my own URL on YouTube? I went to YouTube to find out. Then the next step, the next milestone, if you will, is 1,000 subscribers. If I had several channels out there, here's this book, here's this training, here's Doc and Queenie, here's Words of Wisdom Wednesday, and I had all these different channels, once again, messy. How are people going to find them? How am I going to find them? Not to mention, remember the password and or the username for any of those channels that are out there. Plus, I then have to get 100 subscribers for each of those channels before I can claim that URL. No, not happening in my lifetime. So I have one YouTube channel, Kathy Weaver KC umbrella, okay? And then I've got all my playlists, all my networking groups, all my training, my Kangen Water Company. Everything is organized by file, which in this case is called a playlist. I wanted to share this with you today, especially for all the new girls that have joined the community And I just want to encourage you, there's a million ways to do anything correctly. I'm sure of that, but this is what has worked for me. If I'm going to go to the trouble effort of putting a video out there and then have it just pop away, that's not a good fit for me. So I use YouTube a lot more than I ever have. I'm learning on YouTube all the time. I go to YouTube pretty much for everything. And once I go to YouTube, the reason I love it so much is because you can start the video, pause, start, pause, and then I can do whatever it's telling me to do and then stop and then back it up sometimes in my case, if I haven't done it effectively correctly or whatever that looks like. So I encourage you, if you have not started doing this yet, it helps with your exposure. It gives you a different opportunity when you're out in the networking world to be able to say, let's do this again and take a video of that. And then when they do that, now they get to see themselves on the screen, realize it's not so difficult. And it really is a win-win for everybody. So I hope this helps you. Welcome to all the new ladies in our community. We're super duper thrilled to get to meet you. And certainly all these one-on-ones have been amazing. So thank you again for tuning into Words of Wisdom Wednesday. And I hope the organization with YouTube was helpful. Bye for now. Boom.